What's up, you guys? All right, YouTube is finally letting the God be great. I don't know what's up with this going live stuff. It's a whole process now to go live on YouTube when you first start a channel. Who knew? All right, hopefully you guys can see and hear me. Let me know in the chat when you guys come in if you can see and hear me. Let me check and see on my page. Okay. Yeah. All right, it's like, yeah, it's working. Okay, cool. It's working. Hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Harley the Medium. All right, so we're going to be channeling the ancestors. What's up, everybody in the chat? Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm going to move this out the way so you guys can see everything. This is about spiritual development. So we're going to be looking at what your life purpose is according to your ancestors. We've got a lot to unpack in these piles, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I would have shuffled these out live, but I have so many different decks that I use for life purpose readings that it would take me kind of a long time to shuffle out all of them. So I just did it off camera. Also, I'm going to be pulling a collective at the end with the oracle. So if you want to stay tuned for the collective, and this is just going to be messages, I'll do that at the end, okay? So make sure you guys like the reading on the way in. Okay. What's up in the chat? Adani, Raisa, Stacy. All right. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we got rose quartz, we have tiger's eye, and we have Ganesh. I couldn't find another stone. I don't know. I had a sodalite stone up here. I don't know what I did with it, but so we just used Ganesh. Okay, so those are your three piles. We're going to get into what your life purpose is. Make sure you guys, again, like the video, share it with people. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, Princess Vela? So hopefully you guys had some time to choose. If not, pause the video, come back when you're ready. I don't want to be on here all night. I still have some personals I need to do, so trying to get to it. All right. The rose quartz. Okay, so let's see what's going on for rose quartz. What is your life purpose? Okay, what do your ancestors have to say? So the first part of it, we're going to look at where your soul might incarnate from. So when I get evolution, this card, to me, this is talking about you guys being possibly earth spirits. Like you're definitely of earth, but you're some of the first incarnations of like life here. So this means you're most likely primordial or you're water beings. Okay, so you go back way before we had all this land, when earth was more of a water planet. So Lemuria or Atlantis, this was more when things were under the water. Like you guys might have connections with whales. Okay, so there could be some connections with native tribes too, but there's definitely some sort of connection to like the old evolution here, old ancestors, like things that predate humans, like jellyfish, things that have been around for a long time, old consciousness, but mainly water beings. Okay, so for you guys to be here, this feels like there's a need to bring back that certain consciousness back on the planet. There's a need to bring back this because the water is like very community based. So there's an energy for you guys being here to bring back that community, that sense of community with the world. So there's a lot of merging here. You guys might be from different backgrounds yourself in this pile. You might be from different racial backgrounds, or you have something different in you that like brings different groups together. Okay, this could even just be the family that you're from, could be blended or mixed or something, but there's something about communal energy, but definitely very, very old souls. And I would say like I'm getting I want to say Hygeia and Cephas. Cephas is a whale. It's also a part of the sky that has like Piscean energy. So yeah, very Neptunian, but I feel like this is earth energy, but this is like Yamoya, like mermaids. You see how they have the DNA? So this is like old, like the first forms of consciousness on this planet, and it's something about water with you guys. Okay, we have empathic starseed. Yeah, you guys are star seeds. Okay, so like I said, there's definitely some star seed energy here. Okay, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So yeah, you guys are very psychic and empathic. Pile 1, I would say if you're not a water sign in Western, you might be in sidereal, or it could be the year that you're born. Okay, because years have also astrological alignments. So there could be something watery about you, or something very empathetic about you. Okay, you're somebody who can feel a lot of people's feelings. You can empathize with people. You probably have a healing gift, whether you're using this or not. This could just be literally people coming to you and telling you all their problems all the time, feeling like you're the solution to their problems, that sort of thing. Okay. So you have a very healing nature. And again, you're here to really bring that back to the planet, caring about one another, empathy. So I probably could get some psychics in this pile, definitely some psychics, some nurses, some healers, some Reiki healers, some yoga instructors, some children yoga instructors working with children or animals. So this pile is definitely healers. Okay. Yeah, we're on pile 1. Sorry. I'm trying to like pay attention to both things, but yeah, we're on pile 1. I don't know how long ago you asked that. Sorry. So we have so yeah, very empathic. Then we have vulture. So the vulture makes me think of Oshun, and because Oshun is associated with vultures, and she's also a river goddess. So there's definitely a strong connection to water. Like there's something out here about water. The tiger too. So you guys are radical. Tiger's Aquarian energy. Some of you guys could be born 86 or 74. Or what's after 86? It would be 98. Yeah. 98. Some of y'all can be born 98. But you're radical, but you're also very caring. Like you're somebody who's very daring. You do things like to break the mold, especially in your family line. So we definitely have some astrologers in this pile with that tiger. We have some actors. But definitely psychics or people who would do well online. Like I definitely see this pile being like influencers or YouTubers because of the tiger energy, the Aquarian nature to you. You're very radical, very much break the mold, like to be rebellious, like to do things just to shake things up. Okay, so even though you're very much a part of the collective and the whole, you're also very radical too. So you'll do the things that need to be done in order to create communities. So this could even be like cults or like it doesn't have to be, but it is kind of like, you know, having your own community or something like that. But again, there's that Venetian quality to you. So you're very attractive. It's not like you have to really push these ideals on people. It's honestly like people will follow you. You might be a trendsetter or like the first person to be doing it, but then you'll find that other people wind up doing the same thing or falling in line with you. Okay. So we have the sorcerer. Yeah, definitely magical gifts. So I would say you guys are meant to be an influencer. I would say a spiritual influencer, psychic, tarot reader. I would say work with magic as well. Okay. So musicians may be seen in this pile too, artists. You have the energy of somebody who can command a crowd because you know what the collective wants. This is like a part of your gift, is being able to tap into the collective. Okay. So we have the Adian cross. Okay. I forgot what that meant. I knew what it meant, but I don't remember it. I forgot. I don't feel like getting my book to look it up. Yeah. Hold on. I even have my book over here. I have to go. Hold on. So I want to see what this card means so I don't have to forget it again, because now I won't forget it. You guys definitely have some sort of connection to magic, pile 1, because you guys have magic here and fire. So fire magic candle work. Okay, so this pile should work with candle work. And watch, when I get this damn book out, I'm gonna be mad because I already know what it is. But let me see if I can even find it. Get this damn book out and be like, I know what this is, and I'm gonna be mad. And I hate trying to get this book out of here. I feel like I'm gonna rip this thing one day. All right. Which one is this? This one, always 2, of course. Here it is. Cosmology of the Shaman. So basically, it's another fucking way of saying that you're a wizard. This is like the Hierophant. Cosmology of a Shaman. It's basically a philosophical way of saying your ass is a damn magician. The same thing as the sorcerer. I ain't about to read all that. I'm a summarize. So I'm a summarize to me. Oh yeah, now I know how to associate that card. I ain't gonna forget it now. So yeah, that's pretty much like the fucking Hierophant. Okay, that's what that is. Y'all are like shamans, magicians, probably like some of the first in your family for a while. Like this could have been something that was in your family, but no one's been doing it for a long time. So you're like one of the first in the family doing this, like tarot, magic, candle work, herbs. Okay, so you're one of the first ancestors bringing this back. So you're meant to be like a spiritualist, I would say, or a performer. If not a spiritualist, you're meant to be in the public eye. You're meant to share your messages and your gifts with the collective because it's something about you brings people together. You make people feel good on a collective level, healing on a collective level. So I would say YouTuber possibly with Pile 1. We have Apprentice of Pipes, exactly. Page of Wands, and then we have the 4 of Bowls. So you guys are gifted with music and healing. I also see a lot of Reiki healers here. Again, there's something about being near water for you guys. So I would say definitely working with water would be good for you guys too. Or being near the water. But you guys might even take up some sort of like physical activities or like physical things like martial arts, or again, it could be yoga because I see a lot of like stretching. Like, you guys are meant to be like spiritualists, pretty much like yogis, psychics. It's very like, it's giving hippie. It's definitely giving like a hippie vibe, especially with these pants. Okay. So some of y'all might resonate with the 70s, like me, could be an indigo. Yeah, some of you guys are indigo. Definitely some of you guys have like angelic frequencies with the tiger energy because tiger is Aquarian, which is angelic. Because angels actually look really crazy. Like people think they look like normal, but most people seeing what real angels look like, they would probably try to like hurt it or run from it. They'd be scared of it. So angels are actually like very Aquarian. They're actually very weird and eccentric. So that's kind of what you guys are channeling. And I feel heavy Reiki healers and astrologers, sky gazers, musicians, psychics in this pile, social media influencers. Okay. And you guys would do well being like more independent. Like I don't see you guys being so much a part of a collective doing this. This feels like something where you guys are able to amass people to listen to you and to come to you without having to like join with a bigger corporation. Like you have something very unique about you enough that you could like do your own thing without needing to join with a bigger, like signing a record deal or something. You could be very independent with that tiger energy. Okay. So that's what I have for you, pile 1. I hope that makes sense. We're going to go ahead and get into pile 2 and see what your life purpose reading is going to talk about. Like I said, if you want to, you can stay tuned for the collective oracle read at the end. But let's go ahead and get into pile 2. If you guys want your own personal reading, I do offer these on a personal level too. So go and check those out. So we have the violet flame. This doesn't feel earthly at all. This feels like crystal children. You guys are like crystals, or you guys come from like the crystal plane. This reminds me of like if you've seen the new Doctor Strange, when him and the girl were following through the different universe, and like one of the universes, I think they had turned into the crystallized universe. It's like where everything was crystals. Like they turned into different types of matter and material. But this, you guys are from like a crystal realm, like crystal children. You may resonate with crystal children. What's up, you guys in the chat? You picked 2. What's up, Jules? What's up? So you guys could be like crystals. Like you guys resonate with crystals. So you guys would definitely be people who work with stones, whether you make stones, and that is a gift. Like this stone and the other stones that I be wearing. Like I only buy one person's specific pendants because I like the way that she does her work. Like I don't really have anybody else that does work like this. Now everybody does their own versions of these, but her particular unique style is my favorite. So I will always buy her pendants. So that's kind of what I mean. Like, yeah, everybody's doing stones, but it's like something about the way you know how to work with the stones or crystals is going to be very unique than from other people because you come from that realm of crystals. So you may want to look up crystal children and don't really pay attention to the dates of when these children incarnated, because they say that certain children like come in at certain times, but that's not true. You can incarnate whenever you're needed to come in. Yes, more of a certain type of child may incarnate at a more time than other. Like since the 70s, indigos have been coming in and stuff like that. But you can be different versions of the same thing or resonate with different types. So don't pay attention too much to the generations, because some of these things are going to say like these are the newer children coming in, but you could be a crystal child. It doesn't mean just because you weren't born after 2000 or any of that doesn't mean that you have to be a part of that specific year. You know what I'm saying? This is more about frequency and vibration and why you chose to incarnate at this time. And I feel like just with you guys being so much a part of the crystals, I feel like that probably is why, because we are in a time where crystals they're utilized a lot more, you know what I'm saying, than they were before. Stones and healing, those types of things through stones and crystals. People are talking about it all the time. People are wearing it. You can get it at Rue 21. You can get it at all these places are selling rose quartz. Shit, I got rose quartz face wash. Dior makes a rose quartz face wash. I don't know if they still make it, but I got it for my birthday. So, it's different types of things. So we have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So this is like I'm getting another Reiki healer pile too, because there's something about connections with chakras here, especially earth chakras. Some of you guys could have like connections to California or certain chakras that are aligned because the earth has certain chakra points. I will say with this pile, this feels like one of your more recent incarnations on earth, because I don't think you're from here. I feel like you guys are from like a different like plane or different galaxy, like it's more crystal there. This doesn't look like something of earth, okay? So this feels like something more crystallized. And some of you guys may need to move to certain places that connect. Like there is a start type of astrology that I'm actually looking into. I think it's astrocartography or some shit like that. People have been asking me about, but you can guess. I guess you can look at where you're supposed to live based on your astrology chart. You guys might want to look at that, because there's something here about being at a specific place in the earth. So if you're watching this right now and you feel led to move, you feel led to like go somewhere new or somewhere different, you may want to look at that, because this card is saying trust where you're led. And because you guys are like crystallized and you're Reiki healers and shit like that, there might be you guys gaining power from being in certain places versus others. This one in particular has water in it. So if you've been thinking about going somewhere where it's more nature or water, you might need to move somewhere like that, because you could find that it energizes you more, because it might be familiar to what your soul is used to, your makeup anyway. Okay, because this is not foreign. This doesn't feel like earth spirit. This feels like some other type of shit. Like you're somewhere else. Alien energy. Yeah, exactly. Cosmic egg. Exactly. Y'all are something foreign. Like y'all not really from Earth. Okay. Bring a lot of knowledge in though. A lot of new knowledge. Yeah, the bat. So this is also a psychic pile. You guys know I resonate with the bat. You know, I have a huge bat tattooed on my chest. So, which when I did that, I had no idea what the bat totem was or any of that shit. And then I found out later, like years later, I was on a reservation, an Indian reservation. I was getting a reading with a lady, and she told me I had the bat on my totem, and I had a shirt on like this. So I'm just laughing. Me and my friend were there. We were just laughing, and she was like, "Why are y'all laughing?" I'm like, "Because you have no idea how the bat is me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is me." But she told me because, you know, bats are psychic. Bats represent psychic energy. So you guys are very psychic. And I like how they put the moon here, the full moon. I don't know, you guys probably can't see it that well, but bats are psychic because they're most likely like they're blind. So like it's, you know, they use their senses. So very intuitive. They're also very matriarchal and actually very family oriented. They actually really do embody a lot of Cancerian energy. But yeah, so you're definitely highly psychic, and you guys are bringing new knowledge that we're not aware of here on Earth. So if you guys feel like you need to do things differently than most people around you, or that you don't resonate with like the normal doctrines and things, and you have a different way of doing it, then you need to go with that way, because you are here to bring new forms of disciplines and knowledge that we're not aware of. Okay. Especially when it comes to crystals and Reiki. Okay. So I'd say this is a Reiki healer pile or a crystal, people who need to work with crystals, stones, energy. Okay. It has an air symbol. Yeah. So we have the staff. Okay. So you guys are definitely powerful with magic root work. Okay. This also represents being an elder. Okay. So you guys will most likely live a long life, accumulate a lot of knowledge, and pass it on to other generations after you. So you guys are meant to be like spiritual, maybe godparents, or like mentoring others into what you're doing. Okay. You have, yeah, exactly, the ancient ones. Okay. So you guys are connected to some pretty heavy spirits, pal, too. You guys are merely like a vessel, honestly. It's like, it's giving me Avatar. Okay. Like the movie is giving me Avatar. So it kind of feels like you guys are here in the physical, literally channeling straight ancestors, like literally channeling your beings wherever you're from. So it's like you're a human shell, like everybody is, but you're like very, very connected. Like you're synced up. Like, I don't want to say, well, I mean, this channel is meant to be deep, but this pile is synced up with aliens. Like you guys might have had alien visits or dreams. You might think people might think you're crazy, but this would be the pile where you have alien activity, like channeling shit. Like Steve Jobs was channeling the Andromedans and, you know, Pleiadians and shit. That's how he came up with Apple and shit. Like you don't just make up brand new things that no one knows in the world without channeling some sort of alien energy. You have to be channeling something that doesn't exist in order to make something that exists a lot of times, especially if it's something that's going to like change the way that the earth is forever. And it has, like, we communicate different. We have way more different things now because of that. So it's like a lot of you guys are channeling some different beings. And if you're scared of that, I mean, this probably ain't the channel for you, because that's what this channel is about, is going deeper. But you guys are highly connected to birds too. Okay. There's a big connection to like eagles, falcons. Okay. Yeah, there's aliens in y'all energy, because it's like these aren't foreign aliens. These are people that y'all come from. So it's not even like they're trying to fuck with you or anything. Like crazy dreams about the future. Yeah. So you guys are probably channeling some shit. And you guys are going to be like elders in what you do, like live a long time. Yeah. Exemplar of pipes, which is basically like the king of wands. So you guys are like chiefs. You guys are meant to be like chiefs. You're meant to be like spiritual godparents or masters at whatever you do. You also could wind up being international business people or influencers, celebrities, but you would be someone who also connects with the spiritual. So you'd be like a celebrity that wears jewelry or does Reiki or does sage, and you don't hide it. Okay. Like how Marion was out here smudging himself and shit at the verses. Hopefully y'all won't be going down bad like that, but that's what I'm kind of getting with the King of Wands. It's like you guys are big chief energy, heavily connected to native spirits and birds. You guys might want to actually work with feathers, like work with feathers, learn the feathers of the birds that you're getting and work with those feathers in your spiritual work. Because I'm highly seeing you guys connected to native spirits. Like you guys have native in you, if believe it or not. And a lot of natives are connected to aliens. Okay, so it's not weird to say that you're an alien, but you're also connected to the natives. That makes sense. Actually, if you're woke, that makes sense. The more native or ancient you get, the more likely there's some sort of connection with aliens there. So you guys have strong connection to native cultures. Okay, especially like Mexico, like, you know, Aztecs, Mayans, any type of native culture. But I also see connections to like deers and elks, like old type of energies. Like elks are associated with elders, that type of stuff. Also dream catchers. You guys might actually be gifted in making dream catchers. Yep, I told y'all are chief. Look, Emperor. Told y'all command. Y'all are gonna be chief. Y'all life purpose is to become the chief. I'm hearing the song by Jenna, Long Live the Chief. Niggas fighting over things. Niggas want to be the king, but long live the chief. Yeah, so you guys are, what'd he say? What'd he say? At worst, you can run a little company. At best, or no, at your best, you could run a little company. At my worst, I could run a little country, or something he says in that song, Long Live the Chief. I'm hearing Jenna, so you guys are the chief. You guys are meant to be chiefs. You might actually have already been chiefs before. Some of you guys are also connection to Asian cultures too, but I know it's hard to see because I'm on my computer, but that's how I have to stream for a while until I get my subscribers up on here. But yeah. So you guys are big chiefs energy. Like you guys are meant to be elders that pass on information to the next tribe. You guys need to really get connected with your ancestors and your psychic abilities. You guys are dream interpreters too. You would do really well with dream interpretation. So this pile has a lot of shamanic gifts, but you could be an actor, you could be an influencer, a celebrity, but I would say you're someone who's very connected to your spiritual gifts. So, okay. You're like somebody who doesn't forget their heritage, like Princess Nokia. Like she's always venerating Yamoya on her page. She's always venerating her ancestors on her page. No matter how big she's gotten, she's always done her ancestor veneration or her, tributes to Yamoya. She's never stopped doing it. Some people do it in plain sight, like Beyonce, but she's not saying, "Oh, this is my video honoring Oshun." She doesn't say it outright, but it's pretty like, well, Beyonce is giving Oshun, you know what I'm saying? So it's like interpreted that they are venerating these certain ancestors. Even Rihanna getting, certain tattoos. You can kind of assume that that's what they're doing, but they're not outright saying it. You're going to be that person that outright says, oh, I was channeling Shango, or I was channeling Ogun, or I was working with this deity, or I went to my people. And like kind of like Kevin Gates a little bit. So, I don't say you have to be all the way weird like Kevin, but he's very connected to his spiritual roots and his background, his nationality, and he's open about it. So you might be learning like a little bit of a weird celebrity, but you would still be like very popular and successful because you have a very commanding energy and you've had this for a very long time. This is why your ancestors chose you to come from your place to here, because it don't feel like y'all incarnate here a lot. Me personally, I think you should get an ancestor reading if you want to find out, or you can do DNA if you want to find out, like really find out your true ancestors. Like that's how I know I'm Fulani. I did my ancestry. But yeah, so that's what I see for you, Paul, too. You guys are meant to be commanders, CEOs, chiefs. Anything y'all do, y'all going to wind up going to the top. But y'all need to not forget your spiritual side, because that's what your ancestors sent you here to do, is to show their way to the world. And the reason why you would be in a position of power is to show your true way of the crystal. So figure out crystal people, crystal children, because that's your core. Okay, Paul, too. And again, crystals are shiners. They're people who are really good with being in the spotlight. Okay, because they're crystals, you know. All right, so pile 3. Let's see, what is your life purpose for the Ganesh pile? What is your life purpose? Pile 3. So we have loving and compassion. So this is definitely angelic frequency. This is like very higher beings, light beings. You guys are light beings in this pile. You guys are not of the material. You're not very earthy. You're giving like light beings. So beings of the light. I'm hearing Galactic Federation of Light too. So some of you guys are big, big, big ancestors. Some of you, the Galactic Federation of Light means that you are big. Like this is like the elders coming down. Like if you know who that is, that's the people up on top, and they'd say what the fuck goes on in the lower if you believe in such things. But Galactic Federation of Light, for that to come to my head, is telling me that some of you guys are like big. You're here to really like I want to say construct things, and I almost said fix. So I don't know what that's about, but you guys have a big mission in this pile. Okay. You guys are light beings. Light beings mean that you have ascended a certain material. You've ascended out of the material plane. Like basically you've already kind of played out all your material desires and you've ascended. You've gotten your frequency very, very light. So you guys are the light beings of the light. So angelic frequencies, definitely. So this is like angels in this pile, definitely working with angels. Okay. And I don't even necessarily know if this is Reiki. I mean, you can do Reiki, but this is more so your presence being around you. Like some of you guys actually have wings. You may not know that, but you have angel wings. Like you're an angel. Like I don't think you guys know that. And I think you know this, but I don't think you know it. Like I think the way you would know this is how you affect people. Okay, you guys seem to be in the right place at the right time. You seem to be the rescuers. You seem to be somebody, you seem to be rescuing people. Okay. You or even when you come into people's life, it seems like it's the right time. Or you help them, you complete them. You may feel like, why am I always helping people? Like you may go to the mall and somebody's locked out of their car and they're like, oh my God, can you help me? And you're like, why me? You're like, oh, this always happens. It's because God sent you to the mall. You thought you was going to the mall for that JC Penney sale, but it was really because there was somebody that was going to need you. And God said, I need you to go there. I've learned this. I learned that like I used to not understand it or like why I smile more because I realized that my frequency, it might change somebody. Like it sounds very conceited to the wrong mind, but I know I've helped a lot of people. I've done a lot of healing and helping. So I know that my energy is very helpful too. And people love my smile. I don't really like to just be out here smiling, but I smile at people a little bit more. And I can tell how it kind of like brightens up their day. So you guys are kind of like that energy too. Like y'all brighten people's day up. And it's not a negative way because you're not conceited about it. Honestly, I don't think a lot of you guys know how powerful you are in this pile. Just being honest. You guys kind of see the imagery. This is not of the world. Okay. This is definitely like light frequencies. So you guys will also be great performers in this pile too, if you wanted to, but mainly it's something about compassion. So you guys are helpers. You're meant to be like people who deal with your empathy a lot. What's up, Jackie? This is actually your superpower. Your compassion is actually your superpower. A lot of Cancerian energy in this pile, Aquarian energy in that pile, in this pile already. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Okay. So you guys are teachers. This pile is going to be teachers. Teaching is your core. Okay. So you are always going to find yourself teaching others, helping others, or teaching others. Okay. You guys are here to teach. And this is on a global scale. So I would, again, this could also be a pile who does some sort of teaching on online, or your courses are going to be offered on, especially from NY. Yeah, I was raised by a New Yorker. So we don't do, people be like, you don't hug. I'm like, my mom is from the Bronx. What are you talking about hugging? We don't hugging? Like, that's so weird. They be getting so mad because I don't hug. And I'm like, y'all take it offensively, but I was raised by a New York. I don't know what y'all mean. I don't think y'all know what I mean. Like, it ain't no, 2000. It's a 60s Bronx, New York I was raised by. What are you talking about? No, we don't hug, bro. Like, we hug now because y'all be making us feel weird about it, but we know we love each other. Shit, we'll kill for each other, but hugging each other, it's a lot, you know. And I know people like, that's so not normal. I'm like, I think y'all think it's not normal. I know my family loves me. We just got a different love language. I don't know, but I'm working on it. But I don't think people understand what that means when you're raised a certain way. It's just nature versus nurture, you know. But this pod, you guys are teachers. You might come from a family of teachers. Yeah, it's a bit. It's definitely a bit much. It's physical contact. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys came to teach. You guys are teachers. You might come from a family of teachers, or you just find yourself teaching. Thank you. You said you like my colors. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get more colorful these days. But yeah, so I feel like you guys are naturally teachers, and you guys are going to teach people compassion too. With your ways, the way you act, people are going to be looking at how you react to certain things. Okay, so the way that you react to certain situations is also going to teach people compassion too. Okay, you're also going to find that a lot of people have compassion for you, but this is after you kind of open yourself up more. This may not be your immediate people, because a lot of times when you're an angel or you have a high light frequency, the people who are immediately around you can either be jealous or they start to take it for granted. But I find that the more that you start to teach others and spread your message and help people, you're going to find that a lot of people have a lot of compassion for you and a lot of love for you. You're going to people are going to really love you because of what you bring to their life, because it's just not normal. Like, the level of compassion and empathy that you have, most people don't have that. Okay, this is going to get you in a lot of trouble sometimes, because you're going to have people who kind of take it for granted, or people who don't believe that it's real. So they're like, oh, they're not that nice, or they're not like that. Da, da, da. But because you're such an angelic frequency, you understand that this is not, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's not about you. This is like, I don't want to say it's a life of service, because it makes it sound like, oh, like I have to serve. No, this is actually going to be how you live, I think, a pretty good life, pretty lavish life, honestly, with this. It feels like a light being chosen one, but it feels like, you're not, it's bigger than this. Like, it's not about that. Because it's like, okay, if somebody tried to take advantage of you, their karma for doing that to you, the lesson they're going to learn from that, that's what you know. Like, bro, I feel so bad for how you think you're doing me right now, because you have no idea about the karma that you about to get, because you fucking with God's child. You don't even know. I was put in your life for a test. I was put in their life to show you how you fuck yourself up, and you think that you're playing me, but I'm actually here to show you something. You already know that most of the time. So it's like, you don't even really be going into this situation looking for something back. And even if you did have the inclination that somebody was going to give you back or something, or you thought maybe, you're not as upset with it. The more you grow in this pile, the more you'll become like okay with the fact that you're going to be a lesson to a lot of people, is what I'm trying to say. Like, that you'll stop being so emotional about it. I think when you come to a level of understanding as a child, and as you're growing up, you're not going to understand. But as you get older and recognize what your purpose is and understand who you are, you're going to understand, like, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know who I am. They don't know who they fucking with. You're not even going to take it personally. Like, oh, I see why God put you in my life. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. And I feel bad for you, because what you about to go through, you didn't even have to go through that. It's kind of like that. I'm getting in my head where Prince says, you can't play me. When that one interview was like, Prince was like, you can't play me. If you play me, you're playing yourself. It's like that. Yeah, we got the Scorpion here too. So you guys are fighters too, though. And you guys are silent fighters. Like, people don't expect you to fight back, because you have this like watery energy about you, this compassionate energy, but you guys aren't punks either. So you guys, Scorpio energy is also very transformative. All right. Scorpion energy obviously is very transformative. So you guys, again, when people connect with you, their life is about to change, most likely. You guys may also help people with death. Okay. So you might have 8th house placements. So you might find that you're either a medium, like you're talking to the dead, dealing with dead, helping people pass on to the other side, or you might even be helping people come in the world. Like, you might be a doula or deal with babies. Okay. You're like Oya energy, endings and beginnings, the in between. Okay, so you guys are mediums in this pile, and I would see why, because you're already connected to another frequency anyway. You're already connected to a spiritual plane, but you guys are definitely mediums and transformers. Like you guys are shapeshifters in this pile too. So you're like the type of person that you always are different. Like somebody can't say that you're the same person either year after year, even, or 3 years later. If they see you, you're different. Like you transformed your life in some way. You changed. Like they can never say that you're in the same place that you were 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You're constantly changing. Okay. So you guys are mediums, shapeshifters. So shapeshifters and mediums usually do well with people, healing lots of different people. So you guys will be a very powerful healer because you connect with different people of all different backgrounds because you're a shapeshifter. So you can deal with rich people, poor people, well-spoken people, people who are come from, underprivileged. You can deal with a lot of different people, blue collars, white collars, anything, women, men, children. Okay. You're somebody who can shift into those different roles. All right. So a lot of people, you're going to have a lot of haters if you get into healing work, because there's going to be healers who can only connect with one type of people. You're going to be those healers that don't judge or connect with a lot of different people. So that's going to be what people probably don't like about you, just because you shapeshift. Yeah, you got the crocodile too. So there's definitely something about water energy here. Yeah, you guys got a bite to you too, though. Scorpion and the crocodile, yeah. Some of you guys have like connections with like I wanted to say like deep South connection. Some of you guys might have South Carolina, Louisiana, or Georgia, Florida type of ancestors, like Geechee or Gullah, or could be natives. You guys are also good with medicine. You guys are medicine people. You guys are good at medicine too, because I'm hearing antidotes. So healers too. Like you guys know how to take, you guys know how to take negative things and turn it into positive too. So you guys are alchemists. You're good with herbs and like medicine. So medicine women, medicine man. You guys are also good with business too, because of the crocodile here. You guys know when to strike. Good at cloaking yourself too. So when you guys don't want people to know things about you, you're really good at like hiding yourself or blending in too. So you guys are like shapeshifters for sure. So some people might even like demonize you. Some people might think that you're kind of like on the dark side because you have like a reptilian type of energy about you. But it's not. It's not negative. It's just you can work with the light and the dark. I feel like with the crocodile here, very old soul too, because crocodiles are very old souls, like very ancient animals, old soul. But there's something about you that's demonized. For you to have the scorpion and the crocodile, it's like people actually like, you might be emo like me. I'm kind of more dark, like in my disposition. You know what I'm saying? So you guys might have like more of a dark disposition. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I resonate with Wednesday Adams from Adams Family. That's like my girl. Like that's me and her, we here. Okay, so it's like that type of energy. You guys might have that type of energy about you. Okay, the council. I told y'all the Galactic Federation of Light, the council. You guys are on. Y'all sit. Your soul sits on some sort of high council. Like you're from some sort of high light council. I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing here or what we're doing here because this is my pile. I don't know what the fuck we're doing here, but this is how I know your mission is important, because it's like you're the type that usually don't get on the ground and do the work. It's like if the top general decides to go do foot soldier work. It's something like that. I don't know why your ass was sent down here, but it's big because you got this council. So you're definitely somebody that people come to for advice too, and you give really good advice. Okay, obviously you're psychic because you work with like Maleficent. That's a perfect example. Because you guys have work with your crown chakra so much, obviously you're getting downloads, but you're getting downloads like right from the source. Like you guys are big, heavy energy. Like your soul is very important, like very old soul, like very high vibe. Like I don't even know what the hell y'all are doing here. This is angelic frequencies. Like you guys are the type that look down on earth, like watch over what's going on. It kind of, I kind of just got like the like Charmed, the movie Charmed. I mean the show Charmed with when Leo became an elder, when he went from a white lighter to being an elder. Yeah, I kind of got like that in my mind. So if you've ever seen the show, the original Charmed, I don't know about that new shit, but the OG Charmed, the elders sat up there and they could look down at the earth, and that's kind of what I'm seeing your energy is. And I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing here. Yeah, the circle. See, this is like bigger. This is something bigger than some of y'all have 8th house placements too. Like strong 8th house placements, or yeah, that's what I'm getting, or 11th house placements, because there's something here about the collective. You guys also do really well with children. So I feel like some of you guys might be teachers, or work with children too. You guys might also be artists too, like painters. You guys will be really good visionaries, people who make things that don't exist. And this could be creative stuff. This could be systems of thought. Like if you like astrology, you could create your own astrological system. Or if you like tarot, you have your own unique way of reading it. Like you guys might create like very different schools of thought that don't really exist. It's something eccentric or different about it. Because there's definitely like strong visionary energy with this pile too. But this pile is like, it's like, I want to say there's really not much you can't do on a spiritual level, because you've mastered so many spiritual things. You've mastered illusion magic. Like some of you guys are really good with illusion magic, which I'm actually learning a lot about it now, because I'm realizing I have to cloak myself a lot more. But you guys have been to Earth a lot. Okay, you've been to Earth a lot, but you've been to Earth as a different type of healer every time. Like one time you might have came to Earth as an astrologer. One time you may came as a medicine woman. One time you may came as a Reiki healer. One time you may came as a tarot reader. Like you've mastered every one of those times. But for some reason, it's like you came back here. So I mean, obviously it's to uplift people, but it's just very weird to me. So I can't really say why. The 2 of Pipes and the Seeker, the High Priestess. Exactly. You guys have mastered spirituality. You guys are masters of spirituality. I'm also hearing masters of disguise in my head. So definitely illusionists. Like you guys are good with creating illusion. And this is a good way or a bad way. Like, you know, one thing I also remember what that lady told me when I kind of talk about her speaking up to me about the bat in pile 2. Like I had the bat. That lady also said to me, and when she was doing my reading, this Native American woman, she said to me, all I can say is I'm glad you're on our side this time. I'm glad you're on the good side this time. And I said, what do you mean by that? Like I laughed because I know what she meant, because I have had incarnations where I was evil, like I was on the dark side. So you guys have mastered both sides, the dark side, the light side. So you can work with both, but I feel like you came here for peace. I don't think y'all came here for no problems, but y'all do have the energy of the dark and the light. It reminds me of like the Queen of Wands, but also the High Priestess in the Moon type of energy. Temperance too. So 2 of Pipes, you guys also are good with working with birds, animals. You guys need to be out in nature. So you guys are nature people. Definitely. You guys get charged from nature. So you guys might actually work really well with animals. Okay. So what is your life purpose? Your life purpose is to be a teacher. Your life purpose is to be a teacher to people, to teach people to own their shadow. You also are a healer, big time healer, like transformative healer. So I say you guys would be like a life coach or a motivational coach, body healer. Like you guys are good with medicine. So helping people heal certain ailments in the body. But this is going to be on a collective level. There's not a lot that you guys can't do, but I also see you guys maybe getting into some beauty stuff. I also see you guys getting into like modeling possibly. but mainly spiritual work. Like you guys are going to be those weird healers, like those weird people that go out and do in the forest and do weird shit. Like you kind of just are going to be a healer. You're just going to like live as a healer. Like, so every day you might be doing readings. Every day you might be doing yoga. Like you might have a yoga class. Like you're literally just going to be a healer. Like, not saying you're just going to be a healer. Like you may do things in the interim. Like, oh, I might want to do like, okay, you're going to be a famous something, like a famous astrologer, but you might be on the cover of Vogue too. It's like, it sounds crazy, but think about how many influencers are doing public appearances now. How many influencers are, McDonald's just had tarot readers. YouTube just had it's like that. You're going to be a famous astrologer, a famous tarot reader, you're going to be famous for your spiritual work. So it's not like, oh, I'm just a tarot reader on YouTube. Like, this is going to be a famous one, very well known, because you've mastered all of it. Like this is something you've been preparing for many lifetimes. Like, this is a culmination of different lifetimes coming into one with this pile. You guys also may smoke weed too. You guys, that's in your blood. Definitely strong native and peace pipe energy. Some of you guys are from cold climates too, though. I see some of you guys being from like, Alaska, like there's something up there with cold energy too, but I definitely see native, Geechee for sure. Something with corn keeps coming up here in the background. I see canoes, rivers too. Yeah, definitely like river people. So any type of river people, you work like if you've heard that you have some sort of river people, like I'm Geechee. We work with river. I know definitely that I'm Geechee. So that resonates for me. So you might be people who were of like a river in Nigeria or Europe, but something like that. But I would say you definitely work with like Oshun energy. But you're very light. Like you were somebody who ascended past material and decided to come back. Like you ascended past the material plane, you ascended, and for some reason you are being sent back here to bring that light that you've, like, you're coming back with all that experience. So you already ascended out of Earth, but you're coming back. You might have a Saturn retrograde that makes you come back here, like you have some sort of karma where, again, it feels something like teaching people, okay? Like being weird, but being known for being weird. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do the collective message and I'm gonna get off here. I hope y'all like this type of reading. I don't know. I thought it would be good. I liked it, but I don't know what y'all think. We'll just have to see. But I am gonna keep doing these types of reads. Okay. I love Lake Superior. It's literally one of the most beautiful places. I want to go there. I definitely want to go there. Woo, excuse me. There go the spirits. Y'all know my nose start itching. My nose wasn't itching this whole damn reading. Y'all know every time I'm about to end the reading, here they come. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know if they dismissing or shit. I don't know what it is, but it's like every time towards the end of the reading, my nose just start itching like crazy. Okay. So let's see. Oh, nose is itching. So let's see. Messages for the collective. If you guys have been listening to me on my other pages, my other YouTubes, and going near the water, it's really good because it's been helping. Like a lot of you guys, your energy's been really recharged if you've been going near water, okay? If you haven't, then I highly suggest. But if you've been somebody who's been actually going to the water, it's actually been energizing your body and like reawakening things, getting you more like, it's just like some of you guys needed to cleanse your body or re-energize. It's something about recalibrating is kind of what I want to say. I also feel like you guys might be getting like a new group of friends around you. Like some of you guys might be getting like a new group of friends, like really good group of friends, people more spiritual, more in alignment, people you can make money with. So you'll have people coming in that you can make money with. Yeah, some of you guys, I'm telling you, there's some, like, I don't know if it's because I'm a water person, but like y'all ancestors, there's ancestors near the water. Like y'all have ancestors that work on the water or near the water or something like that. I also see some of you guys might be getting pregnant soon or having a child soon if you want one. I don't know. If you don't want children, obviously it doesn't apply to you. But some of you guys, there's going to be a child that comes in your life. It could be a child that comes in your life through like adoption. It could be somebody else's child too. Like somebody on your mother's side might need, like their child might need to get adopted or taken in. So some of y'all, there could be a child coming your way, and it may not be your biological child, but it feels like it could be a child that's from your mother's family, like a cousin or sister or somebody may need you to take that child in. Some of y'all have a new lover coming in that has money. You have a new lover coming in that has money. And I feel like you're going to be kind of having a new life. Yeah, going near the water is bringing you all this, actually. A lot of you guys are like, maybe some of you guys have making offerings to the water or something like that, but it feels like you're bringing in, like some of you guys are bringing in new love, and it's somebody who has money. This person may also be spiritual, or you guys may actually wind up doing some sort of spiritual initiation together. Some of you might meet somebody who's about to go into the force or into some sort of military force or something, or they might start to get initiated in something, or if they're already in the force, they might go up a rank into something else. But it feels like somebody's stable because I'm seeing money here. This is also someone who's spiritual. If they're not spiritual, they know how to protect themselves spiritually. Like they believe in a higher power. They pray. This person's into like cleansing. Their energy is really good though. Very high vibe because they're next to the clear quartz. Yeah. If you've been dealing with dark energy or negative energy or like dark work, spiritual work being sent your way, that's been dealt with. Especially again, if you're going near the water. I feel like that's what a lot of you guys have been missing. I know that's what I missed for like a year. I didn't go to the river for like a year and my life showed. So if you are supposed to be near the damn water, trust me, you won't keep going there. Because I feel like, yeah, because the dark magic that if anybody's been dealing with that is all the way over here. It's not even like affecting you. Your spiritual gifts are also about to get more enlightened too. Like some of you guys are about to get more gifts, more clairaudience, clairvoyance, stronger gifts are coming in for some of you. And it's because it's something about the people that you have around you, like clearing out some of the people you have around you. Like, I don't know, you guys just had a shitty group of people around you, but it's been blocking a lot of your blessings. And if you can, like I said, if you can get near the water, do that. Or get river rocks, get things from the water and put it near your house or the altar. But honestly, this is way better than what I was looking at a couple times ago when I did these collectives. The energy looks better. You guys are literally in the shell. So, yeah. Maybe some of you guys need to work with shells. But I feel like a lot of y'all's lives is about to change. And it looks like it's going to change mainly through new people, money coming in through a partnership. It feels like it's a love partnership. Yeah, I see children too, or a child. Or like I said, some of y'all, a child might come in from a family member that you might have to help with. But honestly, that's the biggest messages I see right now. I don't really see nothing too much that needs to be talked about. I feel like if you guys had an old love that y'all couldn't get rid of, I feel like y'all put enough space between you and that person. They still keep tabs on you, but they're about to see you getting into a whole new life with a whole new person. So that's what I have for you guys. All right. I hope that this makes sense. Please like this video and share it with people because I am trying to build this channel. It may build a little slower than the other channels because it's not about fuck boys and fuck girls, but hey, this is what my ancestors guided me to do. Thank them so much for coming out. Thank you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If somebody has time to timestamp it, if not, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. I love you guys, and I'll be going live on here soon again. I'll let y'all know when, okay? Peace. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell. It'll tell you when I go live, all right? Bye.